talking about investigating the nature of human behavior. If a psychologist wants to know how the brain works, say a neurologist, all he can do is have you move your fingers and pick up what area of the brain is active. Do you understand? Then thinking, solving problems, so they can map out what area becomes active. That's all they can do. But they can't tell you whether it's right, wrong, good, or bad. They can map out the areas of the brain by hitting your knee and picking up electrical signals from different parts of the brain. You can map out the brain, but that doesn't tell you how the brain works. There are many people that try to study the mind. You can't study the mind. It's like taking primitive technology way back 100 years ago, giving them a transistor, saying, what is it? They can't say what it is. They don't know what a transistor is. They don't know what a capacitor is. They don't know what a vacuum tube is. So all they can do is cut it. Now if you bring a chemist in, he can tell you what comprises that transistor. Certain amounts of magnesium, silicon, you know what I mean? But he can't tell you what it is. Is that real clear? Studying the brain does not tell you anything about it. You have to study the brain's reaction in relation to the environment. The brain is a responding mechanism. When you shine a bright light in the eye, it responds. So you can say, this is how much it responds, how little it responds, but you can't tell what it is. Studying the brain gives you nothing unless you study it in relationship to the environment. The primitive brain doesn't look any different. If you have 1 billion associations with boo-boo, a bunch of metaphysical stuff, billions of associations, they are calming because you believe somebody that gave you those associations to know what they're talking about. You don't even have to know what they're talking about. If the chief says something, it's so. If the king says something, it's so. If a politician says something, it's so. The neurologist that wants to study human behavior is brought up to believe in free will to start with. So he's already jammed. He's already hurt. Because he can't look at anything objectively, no such thing. When I say there's no such thing as human nature, there's human reactions to the environment. Some are relevant, some are completely irrelevant. Knowing the difference. The guy says, why did you beat the hell out of your kid? He's way off the subject. The guy might say, because my kid didn't listen to me. That isn't the answer. It's the whole story. So when normal people, normal meaning, have simple reactions, you can't discuss human nature with them, because they have a fixed notion already of what human nature is. Some inborn propensities or characteristics that are passed on generation after generation. If behavior were fixed, we'd still be living in caves.